So let's dive into Amie Harwick. This is the sex therapist who used to date Drew Carey. She was murdered last year. She was murdered by, supposedly, the suspect is an ex-boyfriend. She had complained and said that she was afraid of him for a very long time. And there was some kind of confrontation and she was pushed from a window and she died. Very, very abruptly. Yeah, this was very abrupt.
We are learning new details about the death of a prominent Hollywood therapist and former fiancé of comedian Drew Carey. 38-year-old Amie Harwick was killed Saturday at her Hollywood Hills home. The case raises questions about domestic violence and stalking. Her former boyfriend, Gareth Pursehouse, has been charged with her murder. Carey, who hosts
Gareth looked a little crazy.
The Price is Right, of course, says he's overcome with grief. Erin Moriarty talked with people close to Harwick about her final moments for this week's 48 Hours.
I sent her my last text at probably 11 o'clock at night. She responded to me at like 1:01 a.m.
Minutes later, police found Amie near death under a balcony at her home. She had injuries consistent with a fall, and the coroner says there was evidence of strangulation. Amie's ex-boyfriend, Gareth Pursehouse, was arrested and charged with her murder.
She was like, if I ever disappear or if anything ever happens to me, it's him.
Amie had ended her relationship with Pursehouse years ago. But just last month at a professional event, she had a chance encounter with him. That's Pursehouse there.
He came like over to her all like...
Hell no. That motherfucker was following her. That looks like a paparazzi camera. Why is he at this event?
With him. That's Pursehouse there.
He came like over to her all like yelling at her. He was yelling in her face saying, you ruined my life. You know, created a giant scene, sobbing, wailing.
Their past relationship had been rough. Amie had filed for restraining orders against him twice. Her friends wonder what more could have been done to protect her.
What will you miss about her the most? Is there one thing that you just think?
Her, just her. You know, I hear a voice in my head.
And Erin Moriarty
Dude, I've actually seen her in person before at an event, and she's like glamorous.
This is such a sad story, Anthony. It really is. The more I get to know Amie Harwick, the more I wish I had known her.
Yeah.
She's an impressive young woman.
Hey, Erin, do we know why, after that recent encounter with Pursehouse, her ex-boyfriend, which was so confrontational, do we know why she didn't go to police again to get yet another restraining order?
So I think she decided, and she did, she added cameras, she had a roommate. I think she decided to focus on the security in her home, and it just didn't work.
So the other thing about, I don't know how many of you guys have had to or gotten close enough to a situation where you had to file a restraining order, but sometimes the restraining order works, and then there are kind of two other things that are going to happen. That could happen, like on the bad case. You might get somebody that says, you're not going to tell me what to do. And they will constantly violate the, they'll nonstop violate the restraining order because they're like not scared of a piece of paper. But then there's another thing that might happen sometimes. A lot of female streamers probably see this in like stalking cases. But let's say somebody's a female streamer and they have somebody that starts, being a little creepy. They start stalking them. They start sending them a bunch of messages. And the streamer puts a boundary down and says, you're not going to do this. I don't like this. Stop. And they get upset. Well, that person wants to be a part of her life. And then sometimes the thing happens where these people decide, well, I don't care if I wanted to be a good part, but I don't care if I'm a good part or I'm a bad part. I just want to be a part. So then they'll start being crazy. They'll start being more violent. They'll start threatening them because they're making a splash in that person's life, and all they care about is being somewhere in the vicinity. So sometimes when you send out a restraining order, some crazy ass people will actually almost see it as a form of connection, a bond between the two of you, whether it's good or bad. So I almost filed a restraining order a few years ago, and I did not. It was like 6 years ago or so, because that motherfucker was crazy.
Tighter stalking laws. And at this moment, I was told that they have 50,000 signatures, but they're hoping for 1 million.
So what we're going to watch now is we're going to watch a little bit of this possible piece of shit in his natural habitat. We just heard a lot about what they said, like Gareth's personality was. He was like really unhinged. He was stalking her, all this stuff. And he also did a fucking comedy show with Kill Tony. And just like fucking, dude, this is really crazy to me. Okay, so this is his actual set. I think this is here in LA. Oh my God, this was, did he do this while he was on trial? What the fuck? Okay.
It's dream.
Oh my God, that's actually him. Okay, we're gonna watch some of this.
Oh, that way, Gareth. Go back that way. It's dream.
That's
dream,
him.
Dream. Here he is. One more time for Gareth, everybody. Come on.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, and also just so you guys know the premise of this show, you guys can roast the fuck out of Gareth because he's on trial. I can't say legally, I can't be like, he did it, but he is heavily on trial right now, okay? You can roast the fuck out of Gareth. So this guy here in the center, his name is Tony. He hosts a show. He's a comedian where basically comedians come on, try to make Tony laugh, and Tony makes fun of them.
Go ahead, Gareth. Go ahead.
The painting skyrocket in price. Redbox starts holding some movie from 1962. But what about the porn talent? What happens with them? Is it just Red Band at home singing, "She was so underappreciated in her time"?
All right. There you go, Gareth.
Oh my God! We just watched a killer get booed off stage. Possible killer get booed off stage.
Method of trying to roast the people that the audience is here to see. That's good.
Oh my
How do
God,
you
Tony's
feel,
gonna roast
Gareth?
him for us.
Shaky?
yeah.
Is this your first time on a stage?
On a real stage, yeah.
Yeah. What other kind of stage have you
Like
been
when
on?
there's like 5 comedians.
Oh, I wish it was stage 4.
Gareth.
Oh,
Gareth. So you tried to do jokes about us, and that never
It wasn't
really
my original
worked.
plan. I was just writing normal jokes, and then
Right.
it kept twisting easily into just stupid roast, and I figured you guys are roast people, so I thought I'd try it out.
How did it go?
I don't know. Doesn't sound like good.
No, it doesn't, Gareth.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But you just
Oh my God.
So you just started stand-up comedy?
I've been writing a lot for about 2 or 3 years, but I've barely ever tried to get on it. No.
Oh my God, I fucking cannot. How come? Because it went like that. I need to breathe. Oh my gosh, guys, we're watching a murder suspect get booed off stage. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, as crazy as it sounds, I can see, I don't know if anyone else can kind of see this, but I can kind of see a very angry man like on the other side of this. Like he's really putting it on stage, but you know, I get vibes, dude.
I'd say a mix.
Like what? What have you come up with? What are some of your inventions?
Nothing successful. Right now I'm trying to figure out
how to have the worst Kill Tony set ever.
Oh my
If you build it.
I missed
The
that.
horse of truth has arrived.
Let me be careful because I think Garrett still lives in
Like,
LA.
right now I'm trying to figure out a water conservation project.
Let me tell you something. There's no way you're going to be that guy.
No?
You're not going to. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just give up on that. Yeah.
You're right.
No.
Get a filter for your washer or, your shower head so you don't use as much water. That's about it.
Too long to write.
What is it?
Purse house.
Purse house?
Wow. Too long to write, huh?
It's 2 words we all know.
I'm sorry. These guys are pretty fucking funny. And this guy's pissed. I feel like he's not. Do you guys feel like he's actually being a good sport about these jokes, or does he look like he's trying to hold back from being really mad? That's what I'm getting off of this.
So that's interesting. You have a girlfriend?
No, but I'm here with a way too hot date.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell
Not
her.
anymore.
She's gone. Do you just you only have your height on your dating profile?
Yeah, that's it.
Everything
And a
else
picture
it
of
starts
my
to
hair
drop
from
off
behind,
fast.
that's it.
I mean, you're handsome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
he's
Yeah.
a good-looking guy.
It's helpful.
Yeah, in a retarded team leader at Target kind of way.
Oh my God. Please look at Gareth when he says that. Gareth has the longest pause before his brain goes, stop planning to kill him and laugh. Look at this shit.
Team leader at Target kind of way.
I'm scared! I'm scared!
I love it. Like fucking, he looks like if Clark Kent went into a phone booth just to call his grandmother.
Yeah.
Like, give us an example of a joke you were going to say before we all lost respect for you.
I'd have
Do
to.
one normal joke.
I don't have everything.
Your best joke.
I've been told by. I was talking to an ex from a long time ago, and she told me that before.
Talking to a what?
I was talking to an ex.
Oh shit. Okay. He's about to talk about Amie. Okay. He has to. I'm sorry. I'm just going to assume that it's about to be Amie. But the thing that freaks me out about that is he's saying, oh, an ex from a long time. I'm assuming, obviously. But if it really is, it's kind of creepy that he's just always like, I don't just give stories about my ex unless like, okay, hold on. Let's check this out.
Was talking to an ex from a long time ago, and she told me that before.
Talking to a what?
I was talking to an ex, and she told me that when we first met, she thought she thought my personality meant I had a small dick. And then I talked to another ex, and she told me the same exact thing. And I just want to make it perfectly clear right now that my dick size is private.
Wow.
What a wild swing you took on. Don't boo him.
Can I get some F's in chat? I just want to like, y'all know when something happens and you just want to restart your day? Because it's 8:45 and I want to restart my day.
I don't have any memory. Yeah.
What a wild swing you took bringing up hot date for the first time to this. Just like, I hope I'm any good at stand-up comedy.
There.
Hey, milkman.
Dude,
all right, there goes
this is
Gareth, everybody. We're going to
fucking
keep
tough.
moving. There goes Gareth. There we go. You got to be careful up here, people. You got to be careful.
I'm sorry, but he deserved that vote. He completely deserved that roast, right? 100%. I was a little afraid of showing that clip at first because I did not want Gareth to be funny, but it looks like we didn't have to hold anything back there. That was disturbing and hilarious to watch. Jesus fucking Christ. The other thing that I think is really interesting is that he basically broke into her home, and I think he charged in and pushed her out of a window. And I actually think that this was just a culmination of anger. It wasn't a full-on attack. I don't think that, I would actually have to look at the autopsy. I haven't looked at that. But it doesn't seem like there was a lot of like a struggle or bruising or anything like that. Like it just, yeah. So major anger management problems right here. Vibe, definitely not funny for fucking sure, dude. These guys though, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.